What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Monday, August 29th, 2016, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. MTV handed out its Video Music Awards on Sunday night at New York's Madison Square Garden. Beyoncé topped the winners with a total of 6 awards, surpassing Madonna for most VMA Awards wins ever. Beyoncé was awarded Video of the Year for her video Formation, Best Female Video for Hold Up, Best Pop Video for Formation, Breakthrough Long Form Video for Lemonade, Best Direction, Best Cinematography, Best Editing, Best Choreography for Formation. Calvin Harris won Best Male Video for his collaboration with Rihanna with This Is What You Came For. Best Collaboration went to Fifth Harmony featuring Ty Dolla $ign with Work From Home. Best Hip Hop Video went to Drake for Highlight Bling. And Harris also won for Best Electronic Video with his collaboration with The Disciples with How Deep Is Your Love. Coldplay won Best Rock Video for Adventures of a Lifetime. Best New Artist went to DNCE. Best Art Direction went to the late David Bowie for Black Star. And Song of the Summer went to Fifth Harmony featuring Fetty Wap with All in My Head, Flex. Kanye West had nothing but love for Taylor Swift and Amber Rose at Sunday's MTV Video Music Awards. West said to Rose, who was in the crowd during his speech, "I see you, Amber." The two famously dated before West married Kim Kardashian in 2014. Later, West said, "People come up to me like, 'That's right, tell Taylor.' I'm like, 'Bro, I love all y'all. That's why I called her.'" West was referencing his ongoing feud with Swift. After he dropped her name in a song on his new album, Swift claimed West had not cleared using her name with her beforehand. Kardashian then released a video of a phone call between West and Swift from before the album was released, showing them discussing the lyrics. West also made sure to mention how much of a genius he was at least once, particularly for his new music video, Famous. He said, "Just the audacity to put Anna Wintour next to Donald Trump. I put Ray J in there, bro." The music video featured West and Kardashian naked in bed with a number of people, including Ray J, who appeared in a sex tape with Kardashian back in 2003. Yes, as far as West's VMA speeches go, this one was pretty tame. After last year, when he famously declared that he would run for president in 2020, one almost expected him to announce he was running for Emperor of the Moon this year. And then, of course, there was 2009, when he interrupted Swift's acceptance speech to say that Beyoncé should have won. Oscar-winning actress Reese Witherspoon says she would consider reprising her beloved role of unconventional but brilliant barrister Ellie Woods in the third Legally Blonde comedy. Witherspoon played the character in the 2001 original movie and the 2003 sequel. The New York Times reported that the Walk the Line and the Wild Star said during a Facebook live chat, "A lot of people have asked me if we're going to make another Legally Blonde, and we're thinking about it." E! News quoted her as saying, "Picking a favorite movie is like picking your favorite kid." She added, "But I love making Legally Blonde because I love pink. It was really fun. I had to wear all the amazing costumes. I also got to work with a dog every day. I'm obsessed with dogs. I love dogs." Peter Fonda and Holt McCallany are set to star in the caper comedy The Ogilvy Fortune, in the film's producers announced. Andrew Dice Clay and Richard Lewis will play supporting roles, and Frank Peluso will direct from his screenplay. Shooting is set to begin in February in the Pinewoods Studios in the Dominican Republic. Nick Cassavetes is serving as executive producer for the project, which continues his long-standing working relationship with Peluso, an associate producer of Cassavetes' Alpha Dog. A press release said, "The film traces the search for a lost pirate treasure hidden inside a Caribbean island hotel, which is days away from being demolished." McCallany is presently starring in the Netflix series Mindhunter. Fonda is known for his iconic roles in the films Easy Rider and Ulee's Gold. Beauty and the Beast co-producer Jack Morrissey has shared on Facebook delightful images of several beloved characters as they appear in the upcoming largely live-action remake of the 1991 animated movie. Morrissey posted a moment of B-roll footage from the big song and dance number Gaston, performed by Luke Evans, who plays Gaston, and Josh Gad, who plays LaFoe, as well as what he describes as a concept art of Ewan McGregor playing the Enchanted Candle Lumineer and Ian McKellen as the clock Cogsworth. Another shot shows Dan Stevens as the prince, who spends most of the movie as a cursed monster. He's seen smiling with long blonde hair and wearing a puffy white shirt. Co-starring Emma Watson, Emma Thompson, Gugu Mbatha-Raw, Kevin Kline, Audra McDonald, and Stanley Tucci. The film was directed by Bill Condon and is set for release March 17th. Anna Friel is set to star in the second season of Buccaneer Media's crime thriller Marcella, ITV announced. Set in contemporary London, the show will continue with 8-hour-long episodes in 2017. Marcella's creator, writer, and executive producer Hans Rosenfeld says, "I was delighted at the reaction to the first season, and I'm thrilled to revisiting Marcella for ITV. In the second season, the audience will get the opportunity to spend more time in her world, further exploring some of the characters and getting to know them better." Executive producer Tony Wood added, "The combination of Hans' masterful writing, Anna's gripping performance, and Buccaneer's superb production team struck a chord with viewers. Actually, we're delighted to be working with ITV to create a second season of Marcella. Details regarding guest casting will be announced in the coming months," ITV announced. British actress Thandie Newton is to guest star as Detective Chief Inspector Roz Huntley in Season 4 of World Productions' Line of Duty. Filming is scheduled to start in Belfast, Ireland next month. Returning cast members include Martin Compston, Vicky McClure, and Adrian Dunbar. Jason Watkins, Lee Ingleby, and Royce Pearson are also confirmed for the BBC One series, which was created, written, and executive produced by Jed Mercutio. Starz says it has ordered a fourth season of the basketball-themed comedy Survival Remorse, starring Jesse T. Usher, Ron Recio Lee, Tichana Arnold, Tiana Parrish, and Erica Ashe. The show is from executive producers Michael Malley, Tom Werner, LeBron James, and Maverick Carter from Spring Hill Entertainment, Paul Watcher, Victor Levine, and Hilton Smith. James said in a statement, "I'm incredibly proud of the team at Survival's Remorse and what we've built. The show grew so much this year, attracting new fans and reaching new levels of popularity. I want to thank all the fans who've made Survival's Remorse a success and the team at Starz for all their support." Carmi Znakin, the manager-director of Starz, says, "We're thrilled to renew Survival's Remorse for a fourth season. Critics have consistently called it one of the smartest and funniest comedies on television, and we're delighted to see embrace the characters and the storyline with that same enthusiasm. Michael Malley and his tremendously talented team of writers and actors boldly tackled today's most pressing issues, from race, class, sex, and politics to love and loss, but with such a deft touch that nothing ever feels heavy-handed. In the Callaways, O'Malley has created a modern family bound by heart and humor who remain completely relatable despite dealing with the pro-money and pro-problems that comes with Cam's position as one of the top basketball stars in the nation." Season 3 is currently airing on Sunday nights. Derek Huff and his sister Julianne are to return for Season 23 of Dancing with the Stars. People Magazine and Deadline reported multiple sources have revealed Julianne will once again serve as a judge on the competition series, while her brother will partner with an as-of-yet unknown celebrity for the show. ABC has not publicly announced the siblings' casting yet. Dancing with the Stars Season 23 is to premiere September 12th. Empire is giving fans a first glimpse of guest star Mariah Carey. The Fox series released a new Season 3 teaser this week featuring the 46-year-old singer as the character Kitty. The previous season's Kitty appeared to address an off-screen Cookie Lion played by Taraji P. Henson, remarking, "You always have a trick up your sleeve." It also shows the character in the recording studio with Jamal Lyon, played by Josie Smollett. Carey was announced as a guest star this month at the Television Critics Association Summer Press Tour. Sarah later told Entertainment Tonight her character isn't based on herself. She says, "I'm not going to be Mariah Carey. We've had a couple of conversations, and I think she's going to be pretty glamorous, but I don't know. We'll see." Carey has also collaborated with Empire creator Lee Daniels on his movies Precious and The Butler. The singer previously appeared on Ally McBeal and voiced characters on American Dad. Popular crime drama Dexter is celebrating its 10th anniversary. Showtime released a new trailer for the series this week to promote a special TV marathon in October. Dexter, starring Michael C. Hall, had an 8-season run from 2006 to 2013. The show's official Twitter wrote, "It's been almost 10 years since we've heard, 'Hey, want to play?' and it's going to be a killer celebration. Hashtag Dexter 10. Dexter, which premiered on October 1st, 2006, starred Hall as Dexter Morgan, a blood splatter pattern analyst and vigilante serial killer. The critically acclaimed series was nominated for 23 Primetime Emmy Awards during its run. Hall said of the show's ending to The Hollywood Reporter in 2014, "I feel good in the sense that Dexter made a recognition about the way he lived his life and the way it has affected those closest to him." He admitted, "A spinoff is not something I can really consider. I'm not saying it's an impossibility that someone else might come up with it." Hall has since appeared in The Realistic Joneses and The Hedgewood and The Angry Inch on Broadway, and will next star in the movie Christine. Fans can vote for their favorite Dexter's episode on the website, which airs during the marathon on October 1st. Lauren Graham says the upcoming Netflix revival of Gilmore Girls is something her late TV dad, Edward Herman, would have loved. Graham told People Herman's death will be reflected in the show, and his death and the subsequent death of his character, Richard Gilmore, has changed the show's dynamic. She says his death was just a loss for us personally. It's given the show a new complexity and depth. It's a nice tribute to him. Alexis Bledel, who plays Rory Gilmore, Graham's on-screen daughter and Herman's on-screen granddaughter, agrees with Graham. He says he was wonderful to work with, very generous, and such a great presence to have on set always. New episodes of Gilmore Girls will stream on Netflix starting November 25th. Dr. Drew on Call is ending after a 5-season run on HLN, or Headline News. CNN, the sister network of Headline News, announced Thursday that the Current Affairs series will come to a close in September. The show is hosted by internist and well-known television personality Dr. Drew Pinsky. CNN Executive Vice President Kent Jultz said in a statement, Dr. Drew and I have mutually agreed to air the final episode of his show on September 22nd. He added, Dr. Drew and his team have delivered more than 5 years of creative shows, and I want to thank them for their hard work and distinctive programming. Their audience-driven shows in particular were innovative and memorable TV. Headline News had announced in June that popular pundit Nancy Grace would be ending her long-running show in the fall. Dr. Drew on Call's cancellation also comes on the heels of Pinsky's remarks about Democratic presidential candidate Hillary Clinton. Pinsky had suggested Clinton had brain damage while discussing the candidate August 17th on the radio show McIntyre in the Morning. His comments echoed previous remarks Republican candidate Donald Trump had made about Clinton's health. Pinsky said, based on the information that she's had provided and her doctors have provided, we were gravely concerned not just about her health, but her health care. She'll receive sort of the 1950s level care by our evaluation. He claims when she hit her head in 2012, she had to wear these prim glasses when she came out. There's brain damage and it's affecting her balance. Now clearly it hasn't affected her cognition, but tell us a little more about that. That's profound. Clinton had a concussion in 2012 after falling and hitting her head. The former U.S. Secretary of State was battling a stomach virus at the time and had fainted after becoming dehydrated. And speaking about the Democratic presidential candidate, late-night comedian Jimmy Kimmel responded to critics Thursday who charged he fixed a jar of pickles he asked Hillary Clinton to open to prove she's not in ill health. Clinton appeared on Jimmy Kimmel Live earlier this week, and the host asked her about remarks from her presidential opponent Donald Trump and some of his supporters that she lacks the stamina to be president. Others included the conservative radio host Alex Jones and former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani have said they believe Clinton may be in failing health and covering up serious illness. Clinton brushed off those accusations to Kimmel, jokingly asked him to check her pulse to make sure there's something there. Kimmel then produced a jar of pickles from under his desk and asked Clinton to open it to prove she was an average human strength. Kimmel pledged it has not been tampered with. Clinton made an exaggerated show of opening the jar to the applause from the audience. Jones, however, said on his radio show Tuesday he believes in the jar in fact had been tampered with. He noted the jar never made a popping sound, indicating the safety seal had already been broken and the lid loosened in case she wasn't able to open it on her own. Jones said, I noticed this right away. We blew the video up. There's no pop when she opens it, and she acts like she's got to turn it all the way around like she's opening a can of peanut butter. But anyone who's opened a sealed can knows you can't open one that way. You press it down and pop it open, then unscrew it, there's no pop. Segment on Jones's show dedicated to Clinton's health, the emerging Picklegate scandal lasted some 7 minutes. In fact, Kimmel lambasted Thursday night. He said thousands of people, even millions of people, are convinced I rigged the pickle jar. If you're ever feeling bad about your job, just remember, as a grown man who spent a full 7 minutes yelling about me and a pickle jar on television. Kimmel also pointed out opening a jar of pickles is not something presidents are frequently required to do. Kimmel said, let's say we did loosen the jar. What does opening pickles even prove? I have to imagine that one of the perks of being president is you never have to open pickles yourself again. Anna Chomsky's publicist has confirmed that My Girl and Veep actress has given birth to her second daughter with husband Sean So. Clara Elizabeth So was born on July 28th, the Los Angeles Times and E! reported. The couple also have a 3-year-old daughter named Penelope Joan. Rob Lowe's longtime friend and The Outsiders co-star Ralph Macchio joined the roster of celebrities to skew Lowe at the Comedy Central Roast. The event was taped Saturday and will air on the cable network Labor Day. The actor's Tommy Boy castmate David Spade served as roastmaster for the television special. Local commentator Ann Coulter, singer-songwriter Jewel, football player Peyton Manning, and comedians Nikki Glazer, Jimmy Carr, Pete Davidson, Rob Riggle, and Jeff Ross were among the roasters. Previous Comedy Central roasts took aim at Justin Bieber, James Franco, Charlie Sheen, Donald Trump, William Shatner, and Roseanne Barr. Rami Malek is officially on Instagram thanks to Stephen Colbert. The 35-year-old actor posted a first-ever photo on the social media site at Colbert's urging while appearing on Wednesday's episode of The Late Show. Malek explained prior, "I'm not crazy about social media. I think it's a little bit polarizing. It's difficult to figure out what exactly is happening on social media. You know, things seem very manicured. I think it pits people against each other." He admitted after Colbert showed him his 95,000 followers on his empty account, "I had no idea I had that many followers. That's crazy." Colbert then helped Malek feed the beast by breaking out his selfie stick and snapping a picture with the Mr. Robot star. The actor has since gained an additional 20,000 followers, bringing him to 115,000 followers. He captioned the photo, "The day at Colbert Late Show hacked my Instagram." Amber Heard has called out Johnny Depp for paying out part of her $7 million divorce settlement to two charities directly in order to reduce his total bill. Heard has previously announced that the $7 million she was receiving as part of her divorce settlement with Depp would be donated to split between the American Civil Liberties Union and the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles. A statement released Thursday reads, "Amber Heard appreciates Johnny Depp's novel interest in supporting two of her favorite charities, the ACLU for Domestic Violence and the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles. This is great and unexpected news." It continued by saying, "However, if Johnny wishes to change the settlement agreement, we must insist that he honor the full amount by donating $14 million to charity, which, after accounting for his tax deduction, is equal to a $7 million payment obligation to Amber. We would also insist that the full amount be paid immediately and not drawn over for many years." Johnny's counsel, Laura Wasso and Patty Glasser, said anything less would be a transparent attempt to reduce their client's true payment by half under the guise of newfound concern for charities that he has never previously supported. A rep for the Alice Through the Looking Glass star responded stating, following Amber Heard's announcement that her divorce settlement was to be divided equally and gifted to the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles and the American Civil Liberties Union, two exceptionally deserving and important charities, Johnny Depp has sent the first multiple installments of those monies to each charity in the name of Amber Heard, which, when completed, would honor the full amount of Ms. Heard's pledge. It continued, "Ms. Heard's generosity in giving to these wonderful causes is deeply respected." Recently, Heard and Depp settled out of court amid their pair's domestic violence case and divorce. As part of the settlement, the Justice League star withdrew her domestic violence case, did so with prejudice, meaning she cannot refile in the future. Heard's restraining order against Depp was also lifted. Days after the agreement, Heard denied leaking a video online of the actor in a fit of rage as he was seen yelling and breaking bottles. Depp and Heard met while starring together in 2011's The Rum Diary and tied the knot in February 2015. The actors filed for divorce in May, just days after the death of Depp's mom, citing irreconcilable differences. Charles Osgood has announced he is stepping down as anchor of CBS Sunday Morning after 22 years. Osgood's 45-year career at CBS News will be celebrated during his final broadcast as anchor on the program on September 25th. A special 90-minute edition of the show will include surprise guests, interviews, comments from well-wishers, and special performances, the network said in the press release this weekend. Continue to as the anchor of the Osgood File. His daily news commentaries broadcast on the CBS radio network and stations around the country. He will also make occasional appearances on CBS Sunday Morning. Osgood said on the weekend's edition of the program, "Some of you may have heard rumors lately that I won't be hosting these Sunday morning broadcasts very much longer. Well, I'm here to tell you that the rumors are true. For years now, even friends and family have been asking me why I keep doing this considering my age. Pushing 84, it's just that it's been such a joy doing it. Who wouldn't want to be the one who gets to introduce these terrific storytellers and the producers and writers and others who put this wonderful show together? I want to thank all of them and all of you in our still growing audience for your support and encouragement. It's been a great run, but after nearly 50 years at CBS, including the last 22 years here on Sunday Morning, the time has come. Date is set for me to do my farewell Sunday morning. It's September the 25th, after which you can still see me on the radio. The Osgood file continues. Rand Morrison, the executive producer of CBS Sunday Morning, said Charlie is not just beloved by our viewers, he's beloved by all of us who work each week crafting the stories we put on the program. Working with him truly has been an honor, a privilege, and a joy. We look forward to paying tribute to him and his legendary career in September, and of course seeing him on the radio. David Rhodes, the president of CBS News, says Charles Osgood has one of the most distinctive voices in broadcasting, guiding each broadcast, making sure the words were just right, and being a calming reassurance presence to our viewers. His impeccable commitment to quality inspires all of us at CBS News. Passing to report, Latin superstar Juan Gabriel died Sunday morning of what appears to be natural causes, TMZ reported. Mexican sensation had been on the road with his Mexico Es Todo tour and had just performed at the Forum in Los Angeles 2 nights earlier. According to TMZ, law enforcement sources tell cops were called to a residence in Santa Monica Sunday morning where the singer was pronounced dead. Gabriel signed a contract with RCA Records at 29, at which he officially changed his name. His career blossomed over 15 years that followed over 1,000 songs recorded in a variety of music genres, adding up to some 20 million records sold. To date, that number has jumped over 30 million. Gabriel was 66. Madonna made a surprise appearance at the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York on Wednesday during a special 25th anniversary screening of Madonna Truth or Dare. 400 fans in attendance were not expected to see the Material Girl in person as they packed the Metropolitan Museum of Arts to celebrate the release of Madonna's 1991 documentary. Truth or Dare followed Madonna on her 1990 Blonde Ambition World Tour and premiered at the 1991 Cannes Film Festival. Madonna shared a photo on the evening of Instagram saying she and director Alex Chessian changed history with the documentary. She posted, "Surreal moment at the Metropolitan Museum of Arts. So nice to watch a film in the museum. So many freedoms we take for granted that we did not have then. Thank you, Alex Chessian. We changed history with this film," she posted. The film can be seen next at the Metrograph in New York City. Bruce Springsteen broke his own personal record for longest show in the United States Thursday as he performed at the MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. According to Billboard, the legendary musician alongside the E Street Band performed for 4 hours as they covered 33 songs. During the epic performance, Springsteen was joined by Rage Against the Machine and Prophets of Rage guitarist Tom Morello to perform a collection of songs, a talented 3-year-old singer who helped out with Waiting on a Sunny Day, and even a marriage proposal that happened during the finale of Jersey Girl. Thursday's show beats Springsteen's previous record set on Tuesday, where he performed at the MetLife Stadium for 3 hours and 52 minutes. But one more New Jersey performance set, the 66-year-old can attempt to beat out his all-time record of 4 hours and 5 minutes that he set in Finland back in 2012. Also on Thursday, the boss took to social media to share a teaser for his upcoming autobiography, Born to Run, Chapter and Verse. Springsteen wrote on Twitter, alongside a clip of the book's pages being flipped through, hot off the press, the first cover of Bruce's autobiography, # Born to Run. The autobiography is due into hit stores on September 27th. Don't Breathe is the #1 movie in North America this weekend, earning $26 million in receipts, BoxOfficeMojo.com announced Sunday. The Jan-leaving Stephen Lang horror movie ended a 3-week reign of Suicide Squad as the top film in the United States and Canada. Supervillain Ensemble Picture dropped to #2 this weekend, earning an additional $12.1 million. Coming in at #3 is Kubo and the Two Strings with $7.9 million, followed by Sausage Party at #4 with $7.7 million, and Mechanic Resurrection at #5 with $7.5 million. Rounding out the top tier are Pete's Dragons at #6 with $7.28 million, War Dogs at #7 with $7.25 million, Bad Moms at #8 with $5.8 million, Jason Bourne at #9 with $5.2 million, and Ben-Hur at #10 with $4.5 million. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1982, the Swedish-born actress and 3-time Academy Award winner Ingrid Bergman dies of cancer in London on her 67th birthday. Bergman, who was best known for her role as Isa Lund in Casablanca, created an international scandal in 1950 when she had a son with the Italian director Roberto Rossellini, to whom she was not married at the time. Bergman, who was born on August 29, 1915, studied acting at Stockholm's Royal Dramatic Theatre and became a film star in Sweden before making her first Hollywood movie, David O. Selznick's Intermezzo, a love story, in 1939. 1942, Bergman co-starred in Casablanca with Humphrey Bogart, who uttered the famous line to her, "He's looking at you, kid." She received a Best Actress Academy Award nomination for 1943's For Whom the Bell Tolls, which was followed by a win in the same category for 1944's Glass Light. She was again nominated for Best Actress Oscar again in 1945 for The Bells of St. Mary's and 1948's Joan of Arc. Bergman worked with director Alfred Hitchcock on Spellbound in 1945, Notorious 1946, and Under Capricorn in 1949. In 1949, Bergman began a romance with Roberta Rossellini when he directed her in Stromboli in 1950. When the actress, who at the time was married to a Swedish physician with whom she had a daughter, became pregnant with Rossellini's child, it created a huge scandal. Bergman was even reprimanded on the floor of the U.S. Senate. The couple, whose son was born in February 1950, married in May of that same year. In 1952, Bergman gave birth to twin daughters, one of them Isabella Rossellini, later became a noted actress in her own right. Pia Lindström, Bergman's daughter from her first marriage, also had an acting career. Bergman and Rossellini divorced in 1957. Bergman won another Best Actress Academy Award for 1956 Anastasia. The actor Cary Grant accepted the award on her behalf. Bergman did not return to publicity to Hollywood until 1958's Oscars, at which she was a presenter. She won her third Academy Award in the category of Best Supporting Actress for 1974's Murder on the Orient Express. Her final Oscar nomination in the Best Actress category was for 1978's Autumn Sonata, which was held by famed Swedish director Ingrid Bergman, to whom she was not related. Also on this date in 1987, La Bamba is the #1 hit for Los Lobos and posthumously Richie Valens. In one of pop music's most famous and beautiful turns of phrase, songwriter Don McLean called the date on which the world lost Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, and J.P. Big Bopper Richardson the day the music died. But while these three rising young pop stars may have died on February 3, 1959, their music certainly didn't die with them. On this date in 1987, nearly 30 years after the most famous plane crash in music history, Richie Valens, the youngest of that crash's three famous victims, made a return of sorts to the top of the pop charts when his signature tune La Bamba became a #1 hit for the band Los Lobos from Valens' hometown of Los Angeles, California. Richard Stevens Valenzuela was a 17-year-old San Fernando Valley High School student when he adapted La Bamba as a traditional folk song from Veracruz, Mexico into vernacular rock and roll. It climbed to number 22 on the Billboard Pop Chart in January 1959. La Bamba became the biggest Spanish-language rock and roll hit in history, though the young man who recorded it did not speak himself Spanish. This interesting fact about Richie Valens' life did not become known to many until the release of the hugely successful Hollywood biopic La Bamba, which sent the song which it took its turn on a second run up the pop charts, culminating in its ascent to the #1 slot on this date in 1987. The Los Angeles alternative rock band Los Lobos was a natural choice to record the La Bamba soundtrack, though their own work is difficult to categorize. Los Lobos were longtime veterans of the LA club scene who could tear through easy rock and roll and classics and easily as they could open for acts as diverse as Bob Dylan and Public Image Limited. Though their posthumous memorial to Richie Valens, La Bamba and Come On Let's Go, both from the La Bamba soundtrack, were the only top 40 hits ever recorded by Los Lobos. Their under-the-radar pop career included many unique and critically acclaimed works, 1983's Will the Wolf Survive and 2003's Good Morning Altazan, that fell just far enough outside both the pop and Latin mainstreams as to miss being true commercial hits. And as your entertainment report for Monday, August 29th, 2016, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.